Today let's take a look at the Buck Rogers Laserscope Fighter from Mego. This was one of the vehicles that was released for the 3 3/4 inch action figure line in the late 70s. This ship didn't feature in the show. It's one that's been made up by the Mego company. And it was not only released for this line. This ship was rebranded with Black Hole here for the Disney film Black Hole. It's a fairly simplistic ship, but does feature some quite nice gimmick that I've not seen in any other toy line. The ship features some electronics and a camera obscura, which I've never seen in any other toy line, so I think this is probably the only time it's ever been used. If we turn the ship around, you'll see on the back of it, it has a targeting screen and a little viewing window, and you can see there's 2 buttons on either side. If I press the right hand button, you'll see a red sort of targeting light appears, and if I press the left button, you'll see what I assume is supposed to be an explosion, and the ship will make an awful screeching noise. As I said, it's an awful screeching noise. But the main cool thing is actually this targeting window here. On the bottom of the toy, you can see a lens there that you can pull in and out. If I can show you this, it's not the easiest of things to show, but if you can see through this targeting window, these are some Star Wars ships on my wall up here in front, which are displayed on this sheet of plastic. This uses an old technique called a camera obscura, where you're focusing light through a lens onto a surface. But I've never seen this feature used in a toy before. So now if I press the button on the right, you can see it looks like I'm blowing up a TIE fighter. It's a pretty cool gimmick to have in a toy, and quite inventive for something in the 70s. The toy is made of a fairly cheap plastic, like all of the Mego Buck Rogers vehicles, which is a bit of a shame. As you can see, this white plastic does tend to suffer with a bit of yellowing with age, but then most toys of the 70s do. It's a fairly sturdy ship, even though the plastic is cheap, and because you can hold it in 2 hands, it feels like you're playing a sort of old computer game, which is pretty nice. It's a fairly easy ship to come by. They're obviously, because they were made for 2 different toy lines, you can either get the Buck Rogers version or the Disney Black Hole version. It's a shame that it doesn't actually resemble any sort of Buck Rogers vehicle, but I guess Mego thought by making something fairly generic, the reuse would save them a fair amount of money. It's not the best toy in the world, but the camera obscura gimmick on the back makes it fairly unique. So if you like toys with weird gimmicks, I would recommend getting it. Anyway, thanks for watching.